It is. It's time, y'all. It's time for this brand, this baby that God has been working with me behind the scenes to be birthed. It's time. Um, it has been 15 years and more in the making. And the baby's name is PerSONatalie, launching a channel where I am going to be sharing personal testimonies about overcoming. Who's sharing? Like, who are you, right? Well, let me tell you a little bit about myself. So, I am Natalie Evans by marriage. I've been married in July. It'll be 9 years to the associate pastor elect Joseph Evans. Y'all, love of my life. I am a mother of 3 beautiful children. 17, 5, and 3, because that's just how God did it, right? I am a daughter. I have many siblings, 9 to be exact. I am a nuclear professional by day. God has graced me to be in that role for 10 years next month. I am also grace to lead the women's ministry, where my pastor, Suffrag and Bishop Melvin Campbell, has allowed me to serve the women. My husband and I, we also serve the marriage connection at Christ Temple Church, Bloomington. I am a local minister at the church, so I teach, I preach, I do those things. And also have been graced to assist Lady Vanessa on the Illinois State Council, leading the women. I am being able to assist her. I wear so many hats, y'all. And I know I started off with, that's who I am. That's not who I am. Those are things that I do. I am a child of the Most High God. And I am so happy to be in this place, like this virtual space today, with the thing that God has given me, this person, Natalie, P-E-R, capital S-O-N, because we gotta give the Son of God glory for what he has done and is doing in my life. In my life. A-T-A-L-I-E. PerSONatalie, y'all. Walk PerSONatalie. Talk person. It's me. Here to give God the glory. Listen. I grew up in church. Knew God. Backslid. Highly not recommended. When I became of age, and I remember in that backslidden state, I remember thinking, like, I seen my mom and my dad, I seen my grandfather, my aunts, my uncles, like, being in church and knowing, seeing them, like, saved, sanctified, Holy Ghost filled, water baptized, they got Jesus on their side and they running for their life, right? I seen those things, and I had my struggles, y'all. I had my struggles. And I remember thinking, God can do it, but I can't. Like, I can't get out of this stuff. Like, it got a hold of me, and I can't. But this is what PerSONatalie is about. It's about overcoming by the blood of the Lamb, S-O-N, and the word of our testimonies, PerSONatalie, it is personal. It's talking about the victories that God has partnered with me. I'm sorry, I partner with God to get through and get over, to overcome. It's about those victories and the quiet time, the times that people don't know about. It's sharing those testimonies to know like that you don't have to do it alone. I looked at my family, I looked at friends, I looked at loved ones, and I did not think I could walk with God. I want to encourage those people that think like I thought, that you can overcome, that you can get through it with God. With God, you can. I want to encourage. I want to share that the hard truths. Like, you come to God and you still have things that He wants to work out in and through you. PerSONatalie is the fiery conqueror that my mama named me for my Native American name. Saying that we are all more than overcomers. We are all more than conquerors when we partner with God. That there is nothing, absolutely nothing too hard for God. God is able and He will not, He cannot fail. I remember being in the middle of my messes, because it was a few of them. And because of like past trauma, hurt, different things, I not only was hurt, but I was a hurt person hurting people too. That's the problem, y'all. The problem is hurt people, hurting people, and in return, bleeding all over your loved ones, and then hiding behind the mess because we are afraid of being judged. What's the purpose of PerSONatalie? It's to give God glory first and foremost, okay? It is to help people overcome hurt, trauma, pain, like roadblocks, by me transparently sharing my personal testimony, the tools that God showed me to help me overcome, sharing those tools to overcome with God. That's what I'm here to do. There's a scripture that talks about after you've been converted, go back and strengthen someone else. I told you how I thought when I didn't think that I could get rid of or stop with the different addictions and things that I was doing. I didn't think I could stop over, my Lord, 15 years ago. Here I am 15 years later, here to encourage you that you can. And God, like, really is able. He is able. I plan to help women, men, children, like everybody that God will allow me to help. But it's those people who are ready and willing to take off the mask, who are willing to be perfectly imperfect, who are willing to allow God to reveal what's happening, that we react the way we react, that we deflect, that we do those different things. Those people who are ready to go on the healing journey. We about to go in God, partnering with God. And in the journey, we are going to tear down the lies of Satan. We're going to rebuke the demand to be perfect and put on their face. We're going to tear down pride and self-isolation and tear down the insecurities and allow God to build us up. Allow God to build us up in confidence in Him. And I call that God for this, because it's not us. It's God doing the work. We'll have prayer strategies. We'll speak on faith. We'll share testimonies. We'll have people come in and share their testimonies by being transparent and sharing my healing journey, and is still healing, but walking by faith and letting God have His way on this channel through this vessel. That is what we will do with PerSONatalie, y'all. It's going to be so good. It's going to be so real. And it's going to be God. Are you ready to go with me? Are you ready to go with God and partnering with God? It's time, y'all. It's a dark and dying world who needs to hear. And I am choosing to be the vessel, to be transparent, to share even the behind the scenes, you all. Last year was rough. Rough. Not the roof like a dog, but it was rough. It was rough. My God. The year before, deaths. Like multiple, I can't even count on two hands all the deaths that we experienced the year before. My God. The year before that was death and trauma and rejection, and it was different things. And I now know that the enemy was doing everything he could to abort the assignment that God has for PerSONatalie. But guess what? It didn't work. The weapons were formed. It didn't work. Because here I am today, launching. My God. Launching. Man. Really, like last year I didn't even think I would have a voice. But here I am today as an oracle of God through the vessel, being the vessel with PerSONatalie. So the next couple weeks, you will see some videos of behind the scene, and they are raw footage of me, man, fighting for my life spiritually, fighting for my family, partnered with my husband and my family and my mentors, partner with those people, my therapist, partnering with them so that you can get it. So I'm going to share, because perfectly imperfect, you're not always going to get the makeup like the hair is hairy, yeah. But you won't always get that, and that's okay. Listen, it might, whatever. We're going to be real. Because life is real. Sometimes you go through times in life where it's not waiting for makeup to get ready. It's not waiting for hair. Like, it's a word that needs to be birthed now. And so that's what you going to get. Like, realness. For real, for real. So you will see that for the next upcoming weeks. I'm doing it just like, yeah. I'm out here just trusting God. Like, God, okay, what you say now? Okay. So y'all, like, share, subscribe, because there is more to come. There is more to come. And you can comment on the video of what are you going through, right? Maybe it's something that I can connect with for the next content. You put it on the comments, you never know. It may be the next thing I encourage you with. So y'all, safe space. This is a safe space. And it is PerSONatalie. Oh my God, I love him. Fiery conqueror. I am who I am only because of God. Only because of God. Only because of his son. Like, that's who I am. Like, yeah. I don't even, my God. I could have been dead and gone. I could have been somewhere in a sane asylum, if they still do that, or on drugs to where I'm not in my right mind. That could have been me, but God. And I am here to tell the story. So again, like, share, comment, and let's go on this journey together. The fiery conqueror in me, I want to fan y'all flames. I want to fan your flames, you know, and I want for God to get the glory out of your life. I don't want you to wait till 15 years later to be able to encourage someone else. I pray after this video, you're able to encourage someone else. I pray and I thank God for what he is doing. All right, so the next videos, y'all, it's like 3 that are behind the scenes, like when I was just like, oh God, it literally was no more Nat, no more, it wasn't even Natalie, it had cut short to Net, right? And I'm like holding on, my God. But if the last thing you holding on to, God, is the hem of his garment, that is enough to get to the next day. I'm telling y'all gonna see when you see it. So come back next week because I'll be posting and sharing that video and looking for y'all to be here. It is PerSONatalie, fiery conqueror, perfectly imperfect. All right, I love you all. I pray you're encouraged. I'm so excited. God have your way. God have your way. God have your way. God. Boom. All right. I will talk to you all later. Bye.